Alton Towers, the UK's largest theme park. And I went there. Monorail, 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 monorail. Needless to say, I was very excited.
Very excited.
See? Anyway, let's get in this place. First ride of the day, headed straight to Wicker Man. Definitely my favourite ride here at Alton Towers. Nice. Cheeky go on Spinball Whizzer because there was no queue. Then we headed over to the X sector to ride the Smiler. Such an awesome ride. Normally has queues of well over an hour, but we had fast track, which is nice. No idea who he is. Fun fact, until a group of local residents complained about the screaming, Oblivion used to stop at the top for 5 seconds and say, "Don't look down."
Don't look down.
Just like that. Next we headed over to the Dark Forest to ride Rita and 13. Rita first. Another fun fact, this is the 5th fastest roller coaster in the UK.
Keep your head back. Hold on tight. You must escape.
Not to 16.5 seconds is not bad though.
Go, go, go.
Love 13. If you've not been on it before, there's a nice little twist. And as you're going to be able to tell by my face, I enjoyed this one. Lol.
Weather's gone a bit shit.
Eloquently put, Steve.
Stupid rain.
Next stop, the world of David Walliams. And Gangster Granny the Ride. Then over to Katanga Canyon for the runaway mine train.
Now sit back, hold on tight, and enjoy the ride. Choo-choo.
Built in 1992, the runaway mine train is the oldest roller coaster at Alton Towers Resort. And you know what? It's not the fastest, but it's still fun. Choo-choo. On we go to the Congo River Rapids. And yes, it's still raining. Back on Wicker Man, because why not? And then time for the teacups. Well, Marauder's Mayhem, but everyone still calls it the teacups, right? And then Blade, which didn't have a queue at all. While we were in Forbidden Valley, we got a sneak peek at some blokes doing stuff to the old Nemesis track, which was nice. Look, there it is. Looking good. Next up, Galactica. I've got to be honest, this one scared the bejesus out of me. The ride broke down while we were in the queue. They fixed it, and then I went on it, and this is my face. The last ride of day 1. Nemesis Subterra. Very scary. And then it was time to leave and head back to the accommodation at the Woodland Lodges. But first, some overpriced microwave food at the Crooked Spoon. And then back to the lodge to eat all of the complimentary biscuits.
Weather's a bit better today.
Day 2, and yes indeed, the weather was much better. First stop was the Curse at Alton Manor. Never been on it before. It was good. And then we went on it again, so that we could pretend to be dead in the photograph, as you do. Then back on the River Rapids again, because we enjoyed it so much. Although I don't like the Australian guy who does the voiceover thing. Don't know who they are. And whilst we were already moist, we thought we may as well go on battle galleons. Then it was time for some below par lunch at the Burger Kitchen before going to the Alton Towers dungeon. This was fantastic. You did have to pay extra for it, but it was well worth it in my opinion. Plus I didn't get picked on, which is nice. And on to Wicker Man again, because it is amazeballs. Don't know who she is. I then thought I'd earned myself a good beer. But I didn't get a good beer. I had 3 pints of Stella instead, which did the job. And with that, it was time to leave on day 2. We didn't get as much done, mainly because we had fast track passes on day 1. And on day 3, it was time to travel home, but not before getting in some extraordinary golf. It's just mini golf, but it was quite extraordinary, I guess. And yes, I'm rubbish at it. Yeah. In the hole! And then it was time to go, get in the car, and drive back to sunny Bolton.